Hello, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. I would like to thank all of you for subscribing. Please kindly share, subscribe, and like, and make sure you comment. Let me know your thoughts about all the things that I post, and please tuongee, tujuane, tujuliane hali. Let's talk. So to a topic of the day. So I wanted to talk about roses. You know, roses are red, roses are beautiful, and roses are beautiful, but the stems are picky. They can prick you because they have tiny needles on the stems, right? So whatever is on top is beautiful, but whatever is inside isn't as much beautiful as what is on top. Now I'm talking about roses. In this instance, I'm going to compare roses with women or men. I want to talk about both sides because I don't want to feel like I'm leaning on one side. I want to talk about women as the roses and their characters and their behaviors as the stems. Now, a woman might be beautiful, a woman might be pretty, a woman might be classy and very good, knows how to dress and knows how to carry herself, but the same woman inside, which is the stem now, her characters aren't good. She doesn't know how to relate with people, she doesn't know how to speak with people, she doesn't respect adults, she doesn't know how to carry herself. You know, all these things are supposed to contribute to something good. And again, when I go to the man's side, when I speak of the guy, a man is supposed to be strong. So let's say now we are talking about the man. Let's say the man is handsome and everything is tall, dark, and handsome, just as every other woman would say, and or light skin for some others who like light skin. But the stem now, which is the character of the guy, is maybe he's an intimidating person, maybe he's a weak person when it comes to speaking, when it comes to arguments, when it comes to standing out for his opinions and his rights. Now you know why I'm comparing this to the stem is because the flower itself is beautiful, but the stem isn't. Why? Because this guy is not proud of who he is. This guy has confidence issues. This guy has problems with speaking out his mind. And you know, when a man has problems speaking out his mind, it's a big problem, because when something that you don't like happens, you won't be able to air it out. And you know, when you start holding back information from your partner, it becomes a problem. When you both start holding out information, holding in information that is very important to the relationship, it starts becoming a problem. And again, the key to every relationship is communication. This is one thing that everyone should understand. Communication is key. Now when it comes to both women and men, a flower needs a stem because it's the support that it needs so that it can rise up and so that the flower can be at the top and get enough sunlight. And what does a flower need to blossom? A flower needs sunshine, it needs rays of light, it needs water, it needs support. And when I say support, I mean it needs to have roots that are deep, they go deep, and they are firm in the ground, and the ground has to be very fertile. So when we relate this to life, to both men and women, sunlight, every woman, every man needs sunlight. And when we talk about sunlight now, we talk about the little things in life that make you happy: the kisses, the hugs, the texts, the nice texts in the night and even in the morning, the things that make you, you know, the way you feel when you're under the sun, the way you feel like your skin is rejuvenated, is the same thing you're supposed to be feeling. Now that is the sunshine in the relationship. Now when it comes to water, water is an input. It's something that you put in, it's something that you have to go an extra mile to invest. Now when it comes to women, Water is the things, the gifts, the flowers, the chocolates, the good memories, the vibes, and even the words that this guy uses with you. And when it comes to men, it's the pampering, because men adore pampering. Every man likes being pampered. So it's the pampering, it's the kisses, it's the expressions of love, it's the public display of affection, whether in front of family, friends, anyone. Men are drawn by such things. So that is the water for the man. And then when it comes to the roots, it's knowing what each individual wants. It's knowing what the man wants, what I'm supposed to do as a woman to make sure that my man is satisfied with me. Now that is the roots. That is going deep. It's knowing what a side chick will never know. And that is the difference between a side chick and the main chick. Because a side chick doesn't know this guy needs a certain type of connection with me so that he cannot leave me, and that main chick knows this guy needs this kind of a connection. He needs this kind of things to be done for him. He needs this kind of words to be used for with him. And when it comes to a woman, when we talk about the roots, it's when the lady introduces you to friends and you keep your boundaries and you make sure that you make it clear even to the friends, to especially those friends who are always there to seduce the guys, the friends who are always jealous of that perfect relationship. Yeah, those friends. Now the lady needs a guy who can stand by her, because even if you decide you want to play her with someone, you have your own boundaries. You can't go to the friends or family. You just find someone out there who's not related to her in any way. But I'm not saying that it is right to cheat on your woman. It is not. Because once the woman realizes that you're cheating, she will want to repay it. And it will become a fuss, and one thing will lead to the other, and then you start fighting. No, let's just avoid that. Every man out there has a heart, and every man out there has eyes. And the key to a man's heart is through his eyes and his stomach as well. But men are drawn because of what they see. So something else that I think is part of water is when it comes to the man, you need to draw the man with whatever he says. You need to make yourself, you need to doll up yourself, you need to make your hair, you need to dress up for him. Whenever he comes, you ensure that he'll look your best. And similarly, for the man, an input that every man must know, and please take note. It is very important to understand that women are turned off by the slightest things that you wouldn't think would affect them actually do affect them, like the words you use. If you say an insultive word to a woman, even if she was into you or if she was into the mood, it automatically turns her off. Again, if you have certain stench that she can't really put a finger on, or something isn't right about, maybe you're sweaty, maybe you're okay, sweat doesn't affect so many women, but still, personal hygiene is key to winning so many wars that happen because of the sexual part of a relationship. And when we talk about the sexual part of a relationship, it's also an input, because a flower needs water so that it can grow. And if you don't water your flower, it won't grow well. It will grow, yes, but it won't grow as it's supposed to. I am a Kikuyu, so these words. Anyways, when you talk about sexual hygiene, a woman needs to be clean when she's about to indulge. Similarly, a man has to be clean when he's about to indulge. So any funny smells will turn off a woman instantly. Do you know why? Because every woman feels uncomfortable when she's about to indulge and she's unclean, unless it's a husband, of which it's still very rare, because every woman is made uncomfortable by anything that feels dirty around her. And so please, men, women, ensure that every single time you want to indulge, you're clean. if you notice the slightest tinge coming off yourself, please take another shower. Even if you've had 4 or 3, take another shower. You will not die. Oh, you will not die. You can't die of shower. It's water. It's water. It's pure water. It's just rain harvested there. If you can't do the cold water, do what? I mean, I can't insist more on this, because I believe every woman has this struggle. Every woman, whether a wife, a girlfriend, a side chick, you have had one man, one of the guys you've dated, or someone, or even a brother, or even a son for some, who, I don't know what happens. I don't know whether it's the toilet. I don't want this to be embarrassing to anyone, but I believe that personal hygiene is key when it comes to indulging. So I was talking about the flower, and I'm saying that sexual hygiene is important. It's also an input in a relationship, and when you want your sexual life to be very nice, ensure that every single time you're clean. That way your partner won't have problems licking your neck, won't have problems going down on you, you know, those things. We're going to talk about this in detail on another episode, because this is going to make this episode extremely long. And anyways, I want to thank you guys because of tuning in. I know this has been cut short, but stay tuned. Next time is going to be late. Thank you. Bye.